We welcome you to Sanford Stadium. Huntingdon College is our location in Montgomery, Alabama on a 90-degree, humid, clear night here in the southern part of the United States. It's soccer time on the All Sports Network. Today, Warren Wilson takes on the Huntingdon College Redhawks. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you for year number 2 of the All Sports Network. So glad that you could be with us here today. Wherever you're kicking off your Labor Day weekend for me, sit back, grab a beverage or 2 or 3 or 4, and relax and watch some soccer with us. Let's meet the starters. Both of these teams playing for the first time here in 2014 for the Redhawks. The head coach, Robert Milner, is in his 3rd season looking to turn around the program here at this beautiful stadium. And let's meet the Redhawks starters. The keeper is number 1, Brittany Hausman. She is a freshman from Daphne, Alabama. Also starting today for Huntingdon College is number 2, Anna Raley, a junior from Fairhope, Alabama. Number 5, Kira Bolke, a sophomore from McDonough, Georgia. Number 6, Abby Omelda, a freshman from Deltona, Florida. Also starting for Huntingdon here tonight, number 7, Maddie Critcher, a freshman from Boone, North Carolina. Number 9, Haley Naker, a sophomore from Navarre, Florida. Number 10, Shelby Clark, a freshman from Navarre, Florida. Number 11, Kara Zubrick, a freshman from Houston, Texas. Number 12, Kelly Everett, a freshman from Tallahassee, Florida. Number 17, Kara Tapman, a sophomore from Winder, Georgia. And number 22, Sarah Pittman, the senior and the lone senior for the Redhawks. The defender is from Montgomery right here in Montgomery, Alabama. Let's meet the starters now for your Warren Wilson Owls. The keeper is number 1, Claire Williams, a junior 5'8" from Madison, Wisconsin. Also starting today for Warren Wilson, number 3, Sydney Grange, a sophomore from Burling, California. Number 8, Georgia Ackerman, a sophomore 5'10" from Carbondale, Colorado. Number 10, Kat Camara, a sophomore from Starlsboro, Vermont. Number 15, Alicia Weaver, starting today, the sophomore from right near Warren Wilson in Candler, North Carolina. Also starting for the Owls, number 16, Marley Fisher, sophomore 5'7" from Mountain Rest, South Carolina. Number 18, Marissa Romeo, the midfielder, junior 5'5" from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The freshman, number 19, Fonda Heenahan, starting in her first ever match at Warren Wilson, the freshman from Spartanburg, South Carolina. And up front for the Owls, it's number 20, Bianca Canizio, the striker, junior, 5'3", from Murphy, North Carolina. And number 22, Erica Oliver. So that's the starters. Folks, we want to remind you, just like we did last season, we'd love to hear from you during today's broadcast. And you can follow the Owls on Twitter at WWC Athletics. And you can also chat with us using the hashtag WWOwls, and we're going to bring that up for you on your screen right now so you can start using that hashtag. Let us know, folks, where you're watching from here tonight. We'd be glad to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, and then we'll come back, and it's the kickoff to a new season for the Lady Owls as they take on Huntingdon here in hot and humid Montgomery, Alabama. We'll be back. Just about ready to go here at Sanford Stadium. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here in Montgomery, Alabama. It's the first of two this weekend for Warren Wilson. Next up for the Owls after today, they'll have an off day tomorrow, travel to Atlanta, and on Sunday they will battle Oglethorpe. So it's back-to-back games against NCAA D3 opponents. Huntingdon College, the Red Hawks, are playing in the USA South, as is Oglethorpe, the Stormy Petrels, or Petrels. I can't remember which one it is. I just forget that. But anyways, we start tonight with the Red Hawks. The Red Hawks, 6 returning players from last year, but they have a whole bunch of newcomers and a whole new outlook on life. Last year, going forward, was a problem for the Red Hawks. They scored 10 goals. That's it, all season. So Milner now in his 3rd season. Really recruited strong, brought in a lot of freshmen. Last year they were 4-11-3. Meanwhile, Warren Wilson, as you see them take the pitch, the Owls last year won 5 games, but only 3 of those were on the pitch. 2 of them came via forfeit. So the Owls, 3 wins on the season on the field against William Peace, West Virginia Institute of Technology, and also against Johnson University. It'll be the Red Hawks who will possess first as we're set to go. 90 degrees at game time. But the sun is starting to set, and hopefully that'll help a little bit, those players out there on the pitch. We're underway now. Critcher, far side of center circle, leaves the ball on the far side now. This is Clark. Clark. It'll be interesting to see. Of course, Huntingdon is used to this kind of weather. Doesn't mean that anybody out there is going to like it. Cross attempt by Taplin is headed out. Owls trying to get possession, but Huntingdon able to win it right back. Just underway. Omelda, good ball. Zubrick a little slow to get there, and that'll be cleared by, I believe, Romeo. Staying with it is the Red Hawks, just underway here in the 1st minute. That's played out by Weaver, so it'll be a throw now for Huntingdon. So as I was saying, Huntingdon used to this weather. Doesn't mean it's ideal for anybody, but up in the mountains, we're not used to playing in this kind of humidity. Coming through Alabama and through Georgia on the way down here, it was triple digits. That ball into the box, but goes really nowhere. Claire Williams will have her first goal kick. Let's talk a little bit about Claire Williams. It's an interesting story. She played at Warren Wilson in 2009, and she was pretty darn good, too. Only allowed 2 goals or less in 9 of 11 that she started in front of the net for Warren Wilson in 2009, but she hasn't been with the Owls since then. And she was battling with Kendra Oriens for the starting spot. Here's Bianca Canizio now. Nifty moves, as always, from Bianca. She's in mid-season form here in the 3rd minute. Ball by Fisher. Canizio looking to go back to her, and it's won by Huntingdon. Huntingdon, the Red Hawks. Zubrick on the near side. Ackerman. And Omelda battling. Romeo playing in the center back position. Clears it. And a battle now between these two sides for possession as it's deflected around. Weaver whiffed on it, but Romeo's there. It's deflected off of a Red Hawk. So here in the 3rd minute, lots of action. Red Hawks with most of the possession so far. Canizio trying to make something happen. And I know, folks, we have that little blind spot there, but we'll keep you abridged if anything important happens that you can't see. Camaro with the ball. Canizio at center circle. Held off. Nice defense by the Red Hawks there. Bad ball, though, and it's won back by the Owls. Grange with the ball. And that's cleared out. Folks, the video went out on us. I'm not sure why. But we will take a break here real quick and try to get the video back up and come right back.
Oh, okay, everybody, there we are. We're back on now. So, sorry about that. There was an internet issue and also a little bit of an equipment issue. But you didn't miss a whole heck of a lot. Canizio had an almost breakaway, but she was offside. Canizio also had another opportunity, but the keeper Houseman for the Red Hawks came up and made a play. So that's about all that you missed. We are in minute number 15 now, 31:04 left to go here in the half. And apologies again for that. It's the first game for the players. It's the first game for us too. I'm trying to get everything set and figured out. So hopefully we'll be good to go to the rest of the broadcast. I switched internet. So it's a free kick now for the Red Hawks. Taplin plays it into the box and it's deflected around and cleared by Sydney Grange. Grange, Camara now. Camara trying to make something happen. Able to keep possession. Now center circle, it's Canizio. Ball deflected. Fisher. Now Canizio. Canizio, a lazy ball. And that's won by Rayleigh, I believe, for the Red Hawks. Ball into the box, and Claire Williams will just keep her feet in front of that line so she can pick it up. So as I was saying, 15 minutes ago or so, Claire Williams, an interesting story, played in 2009, hasn't been back since, wins the starting keeping position in the battle with Orients. Now here's Canizio. Canizio, ball into the box, but nobody's home but the keeper, Houseman, who will pick it up. Huntingdon, has their own keeper competition. Two freshmen, Katie Bonner and Brittany Houseman. Houseman playing today. Unable to clear it though. Canizio going to go around one defender. She does. Ball got just a little away from her though, and I think it was a handball. So it'll be a free kick now for Warren Wilson as the Red Hawks form the wall. 16th minute. The Owls have had some opportunities here if you're just joining us. And you know Melissa Romeo, this is where she excels. Scored, I believe, 3 of her 5 goals last year off of something like this. Pirlo-esque, if I might. Romeo takes it short. Canizio in a half circle. And it's cleared out. The defender there is Zubrick doing a nice job. And it's played down by Huntingdon. So Huntingdon trying to go forward more this year. As I mentioned in the pregame, just 10 goals all season for the Red Hawks last year. Head coach Robert Milner trying to change that, trying to bring in some new life, some new blood. Brought in a lot of freshmen. But they were 6th best in the conference. They allowed just 22 goals, so their defense last year was stingy. They just couldn't get it done on the other end of the pitch. Free kick now on a Warren Wilson foul, so it'll be taken by the Red Hawks. A long ways away. All into the box. Players battling for it. Range for the Owls, and it's won by Omelda for the Red Hawks. Pritchard now, near center circle. Canizio again, taking it away. Canizio, good ball on the far side for Oliver. Oliver, leaving it now to Camara. Canizio, quick touch. It's played back now, that's Weaver. Now Fisher with the ball into the box, but nobody's home.
So a goal kick now. Owls will try it again. Grange. Canizio battling with the defender Camara. Bianca again, this time leaves it back. Ackerman, Romeo actually comes up. Plays it into the box. Ackerman, and this time it's cleared by Critcher.
Over on the far side, I can't really see the number, or the Red Hawk gave it a run, but it's played out by the Owls.
'20th minute, throw comes into the box. It'll be cleared by Romeo. Taplin for the Red Hawks. Critcher now. Owls have been aggressive here early on in this opening 45 minutes. Critcher, ball deflected. Again, good defense. Sidney Grange has played well so far from the right back. Pittman, though, able to keep possession now. Taplin. Now for the Owls, Weaver. Oliver, a long ball, the defender. That's Pittman, will play it back. Now to the keeper, Houseman. 21st minute, 0-0. 3 shots apiece. If you're just joining us, Canizio had a chance on a breakaway. She was called offside on one. The keeper, Houseman, came up and won the ball in the box on another. Weaver, Camara. And now it's won by the Red Hawks. It's Everett, the center back. Taplin now, trying to make something happen. There's a long ball now by the Owls. Over on the far side of your screen, it's Oliver. And again, the defense holds. So it would behoove the Owls to try to get that first goal. They've had some opportunities. Oh, bad defensive play. Here's a shot blocked by Williams. The shot taken by Zubrick. And a foul is called now. So that's going to give the Red Hawks a free kick. So 22nd minute, about to be the 23rd minute here in this match. Correction, it's just going to be a throw from the far side. Ball into the box. And Romeo is the only one home, and she booms it out of danger. Huntingdon has had a soccer program, a women's soccer program, since 2003. 2003, they went 7-11. Their best season came a year after that. In 2004, they won 8 times. Overall, since 2003, since the program started, they've won 52 games. 15 of those came in the first 2 years of the program, which is interesting. If you know anything about athletics and college athletics especially, usually you don't have immediate success or any success really when you start a program. Huntingdon played well initially. They've struggled really ever since, though. 4-13-1 last year. Warren Wilson was a win better. As I mentioned, they won 3 games on the pitch last year in 2013. And they won 2 via the forfeit. So a throw up coming now for Huntingdon. This is the first chance for the Red Hawks to see that new look attack. And that's played off of a Red Hawk over on the far side. Folks, our vantage point is pretty much unable to see a lot of the numbers over on the far side of your screen, so apologies for that. The good thing is they'll switch sides in the second half, and we'll see all of them in the second half much clearer. Another throw for Warren Wilson here in the 25th minute now. 20:59 left to play here in this first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll preview the season, or the rest of the season if you want to be specific about it, with head coach, or associate head coach Lydia Vandenberg. So stick around at halftime for that. Possession back and forth. It's been a tight game, a good defensive game. A couple of opportunities for both sides, but for the most part, the defenses have held. Canizio lays it back now. Fisher with a low ball into the box, and it's deflected out of play. It'll be a throw for the Owls, just outside the box. Cleared out, no trouble. There's an opportunity. Canizio, low ball, no trouble for the freshman keeper, Hausman, who makes her first real save of the night. So Canizio with an opportunity there. Hausman, the freshman, but she helped her team to a top 10 ranking last year. Went to Bayside Academy here in Alabama, in Daphne, Alabama to be exact. Both of these keepers, the freshman keepers for the Red Hawks, have the high school numbers to back up their strong play and their ability to play at this level as well. And we saw that ball by Canizio a little bit low. Now here's a foot race, and the Owls keeper Claire Williams comes up to the top of the box. So Claire Williams, I mentioned, in 2009, allowed 2 goals or fewer in 9 of 11 matches. Kendra Orions, who at least for today is the backup, last played in 2013, had a 191 goals against average, stopped 80% of the shots that she faced. She was 16th in the USC AA in that goals against average, and she was 8th with 92 saves on the season. So both keepers for the Owls really battling hard, and it'll be interesting to see. I didn't have a chance to talk to Coach Enos before today's game, but it'll be interesting to see. Does Williams start on Sunday as well? Is she cemented as the starter, or does Orions get a chance to prove herself in game action? Because from what we were told during the preseason, it was really, really close. And sometimes you can't really tell who's going to be that leader that you want until you get into the game, so you might want to give them each an opportunity. Oh, Canizio on a bad ball. Unable to play it, though, as it's cleared out by the defense for the Red Hawks. Foul is called, so Warren Wilson gets a free kick. 28th minute again at halftime. Associate head coach Lydia Vandenberg, Stacy Enos in her 14th season as head coach at Warren Wilson, and Lydia Vandenberg in her fourth. Prior 3 seasons, she was just an assistant. She moved up a notch. Romeo, good ball, but it's right at the keeper, Houseman, who makes the catch. So 16:38 left to play here in the first half. Folks, we had a little issues early on, but it looks like we're up and running, and we'd love to hear from you during today's broadcast as that ball rolls to Houseman again. Use the hashtag WWOwls on Twitter and let us know where you're watching from. That ball's going to be played all the way back to Williams. Williams that goes out of play, so it's another throw for the Owls. The Owls last year scored 20 goals, about a goal and a half a game. They allowed 41. So far the defense has played well here. Huntingdon, it may take them a couple of matches to find their rhythm. Huntingdon has really brought in a lot of new players, as I mentioned. We talked about the keepers. The 2 freshman keepers were brought in to replace Josie Bard. Last year, she had a 1.15 goals against average. She was just a sophomore, but left the program, and it's up to the 2 freshmen now, at least right now, Brittany Houseman, who's played well here in this first game. No freshman jitters for her going up against Canizio. Canizio, one of the best strikers in the nation. As those of you who watched last year or have followed Warren Wilson for the past couple of seasons know, Canizio is consistently ranked. She was a first-team All-American in the USCAA last year, and very deserving of that. Very deserving. That ball's played out, so it's going to be a throw again for the Red Hawks. Sanford Stadium is the location. We're in Montgomery, Alabama today. We'll be in Atlanta on Sunday. Hopefully the traffic in Atlanta is better than it was today. I sat just in downtown for 1 hour just to get through downtown Atlanta today, and that was about 3 o'clock, so it wasn't exactly rush hour, but Grange plays the ball, and that's going to go for a goal kick, trying for the old 1-2 back to Canizio. Atlanta hit triple digits. And I don't know the exact high here in Montgomery, but it is muggy. At game time, it was 90 degrees at 7 o'clock local time. 53% humidity, and 73 was the dew point. Canizio trying to get it back. Is that Orions playing in a striker position? So I think Orions came in for somebody, and that's Kendra Orions playing as a striker. So Orions is playing. Opportunity for the Hawks, and that's cleared back by the Owls, and I believe this is our first corner of the game. So first corner belongs to Huntingdon. And Kendra Orions has come in up front. Remember, Orions the keeper, but she was a pretty good attacking player in high school as well, so she has that capabilities. And she's in there up front with Canizio, the 2 strikers. Here's the corner, cleared out, and that'll be cleared out by Grubb. 12:49 left to play here in the first half. Happy Labor Day. Hopefully you're kicking back and enjoying it. We have 4 games, 1 every day for this Labor Day weekend. So if you're a Warren Wilson fan, you don't really have to look far for entertainment. Into the box, it's cleared again. Romeo, the center back, and it'll be another throw. Over on the far side for the Red Hawks, Taplin will throw it in. So today, the ladies taking on the Red Hawks. Tomorrow, the men open up at home. Obviously, I won't be there, so you won't hear me. It'll just be video. Some of you, that may be a relief. For others, you may miss me. I don't really know. And then Sunday, we will be in Atlanta for Oglethorpe. Monday, the men will be at home again. That one I will be around for. Free kick upcoming now for the Redhawks. Ball into the box, and it goes over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. So we've seen the freshman, Houseman, tested early on for the Redhawks. So far has passed it. Williams has made a couple of plays, but I wouldn't say she's really been tested yet. So Williams with the free kick. On the far side of center circle, it's Canizio. And good defense that time by the Redhawks. Played down. Over on the far side, it's Clark giving it a run. Clark with the cross, but it comes to Williams, the keeper, who makes the play for the Owls. 35th minute. 10:56 left to play here in the half. Grange looking to do something with it, and she didn't want it as bad as Omelda did. Omelda, running out of real estate though, plays it back now to Pittman. Pittman, nifty move from the defender. The lone senior on the roster for the Redhawks. Taplin, Grubb trying to apply some pressure. Grubb able to win it. Good defense there by Maddie Grubb. Naker now with a run, and that'll be cleared by Romeo. At center circle, it's Critcher. Over on the far side, I believe it's Naker. Canizio had Camara, but I don't think she saw her because Canizio was swarmed with defenders. Canizio trying to make something happen there and plays it out of play. Good defense again by the Redhawks. That was their calling card last year. They're trying to go forward a little more this year, but you don't want to totally forget about defense as well. You want to score more goals than 10, which is what they had last year, but at the same time, you want to have that happy balance. So we're 9:19 away from halftime. Remember, stick around. Associate head coach Lydia Vandenberg will join us. That goes off of Ackerman over on the far side, so the Hawks will step up a few yards and throw it in again. If you don't know the story of the Owls coaching staff, Stacy Enos, member of the original women's national team back in the 80s, early mid-80s. Vandenberg has played professionally at the NWSL a couple of years ago with the Redhawks. She's also played in the W League. She played overseas, and what a good learning experience it is to learn from those two. Enos and her teammates back in the day being that first women's national team, really legends in their own right, although they don't get any credit at all, which is a crime. There's a ball into the box. Williams unable to handle it, but it's cleared out, and I believe it was Fisher who saved the day there. Redhawks still trying to make something happen, though. Taplin plays it in, but Williams is the only one there. .38th minute, 7:56 to play here in the half. Can the Owls get a goal here? There's a ball, Canizio. Canizio, when she's one-on-one, she might as well be one-on-none. Now a defender comes to help. Canizio gets tripped up with a run. Clark now. And that'll be tapped out of play by the Owls. 6:55 now left to go here in the first half. Chris Shemek, 10 women and 10 men on the Owl Sports Network. The first 4 for the ladies, which will be on the road, will be the only road games that we broadcast for the ladies. We'll have one road men's game as well. The guys play 10 home games this year. So 20 soccer games and about 65 broadcasts total. We are stepping it up this year and in terms of coverage. Doing, I believe, more than double what we did last year. Happy to do it, as long as the check clears. So it'll be a throw for the Redhawks on the far side. And that's going to go out of play. We have a sub coming on for Warren Wilson. And as soon as I can see who she is, I will tell you about her. It's Hannah Butcher, who's coming in for Sydney Grange. So Butcher making her first appearance this season. Last year played in 13 games. That ball deflected, and Romeo's going to have to clear. So off of the throw, the Redhawks get it right back. About 5 minutes and change away from halftime. Lydia Vandenberg will join us. Gabriel is also there. Stacy's son. Mugging for the camera the entire time, folks. Maybe you don't care about the interview. It's just, stick around and watch Gabriel just stare at the camera the whole time. He was not shy at all. So a throw now for the Redhawks. Over on the far side of your screen, Camara, it's a touch on it. And foul's called on the Redhawks. That was, I believe, Fisher who got pushed in the back. Free kick by Romeo. Canizio. Trying to go around the defender. That's Everett. And Everett doing a nice job to clear. So Camara will throw over near enemy territory right by the Redhawks bench. Huntingdon, as I mentioned, and Oglethorpe, who the Owls will see on Sunday, both play at the NCAA Division III level. Grubb, here's Canizio, and both play in the USA South. Butcher, Oriens now leaving it. Weaver coming up, trying to keep possession alive. Oriens upset with herself on the ball. It's deflected, though, and Ackerman will win it. Heenahan. And that'll be cleared by Rayleigh. Goes out of play, though, so the Owls will get a throw over on the far side. It'll be Heenahan who will throw it in for Warren Wilson. Heenahan, one of the newcomers for the Owls this season. Butcher at center circle. Oh, knocked down. She got popped by Critcher. Now here's Omelda. Omelda on the near side of your screen. She has the makings of somebody who might be a good one, the freshman from Deltona, Florida. I like her intensity so far, and if you want to talk about the attack for the Redhawks and trying to improve that, almost an opportunity there, and Romeo commits the foul, but it was probably a good foul to commit as Bolden almost got away in the box. So it'll be a free kick from about 20. As we are in the 43rd minute, 2:10 left to play. An opportunity now for Huntingdon off of the set piece as the ladies get together and discuss it. The Owls forming the wall. I can't really see who's going to take it for the Redhawks. Critcher is there. And a couple others. It'll be Critcher. Nope, she faked it. It's a low ball and a good effort. But it goes wide left of the post. I don't know that Williams would have got there in time. And it's just a little bit to the left. And I know, again, folks, we have that blind spot there, but you can take my word for it. Both teams, despite the humidity and Thankfully, it's a night game. I would have hated to see what this game would have been like at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Canizio, Oriens. She was all alone, but the defense closes. Still an opportunity, a shot wide left. Grubb with her first effort for the Owls. The defense was a little suspect there for Huntingdon, but no harm done so far for the Owls. That was one of their better chances here in the opening 45. 37 seconds left to play here in the half. A low kick by Hausman. Ball down the pitch. I don't believe that's Omelda giving it a run and forces the clear by Romeo. So 18 seconds left here now. Owls will try to... Let's head it out, and that should just about wrap it for the opening 45 minutes. Ball into the box again, Ackerman clearing it back. And that is how the opening 45 comes to an end. So Warren Wilson, a couple of opportunities, as Redhawks also had some chances, but we stay tied at 0-0. Neither team able to find the back of the net so far. So they will get well hydrated. We will step aside. And as I mentioned, as we go to halftime, earlier in the season I had a chance to sit down with associate head coach Lydia Vandenberg and talk about the season with her. So we're going to jump into that interview right now, and then we'll come back for the second half after a short break. You're watching Owl Soccer on the Owl Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. If you're watching at halftime and or via our YouTube channel, or even maybe on WarrenWilsonOwls.com. Pick your poison. However you're watching us, we appreciate it. Chris Sheeman here with associate head coach Lydia Vandenberg and her associate head coach Gabe. So thank you both for being with me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.
So Lydia, we're here to talk a little bit about the season. Tell me a little bit about the team, about any changes maybe from this year to last year.
Yeah, we have some new players coming in. We're looking forward to them and how they mix with the team. And, they've put a lot of work in the off-season and in the spring last year. And so it's exciting this time to have them all back and really just push for the beginning of the season.
Talk a little bit about the keeper position. I know that was something that was addressed in the offseason, so what improvements were made there?
Yeah, last year Georgia did a great job stepping in and helping us fill, and she's not typically a goalkeeper, but she did a fantastic job. But we are fortunate enough to have two great goalkeepers this year, Kendra Orions, who has played for us before and is an awesome goalkeeper. She's back for her last senior semester, and then we have Claire Williams, who has played for 1 year for us before. And she's a phenomenal goalkeeper as well. So it's just so awesome to have not just one, but two, because, the season is a long season, and it really comes down to you need two, if not three goalkeepers. So we're looking forward to watching them battle it out and be able to have both of them on the field. So
yeah, I think anytime you can have depth at a smaller college level, it's a nice bonus.
Yeah, for sure. And we need that. So
talk a little bit about some other positions. I know defense was an issue a little bit last year. What improvements were made there?
Yeah, I think, we have Erica Oliver back who will play in the defense. And, this spring, a lot of them stepped up and really hit the weight room. And so we're looking forward to seeing that physicality come out on the field and in defense. So, from the goalkeeping on, we're going to be strong all the way to the top, and like you had mentioned, earlier with Bianca, we've added another forward with Fonda coming in as a freshman, and she's going to do great things up top as well.
Yeah, anytime I think that Bianca can get some help, that would be really well. She can definitely do it on her own, but it's nice to have that help for her.
Yeah, she last year, as she was double and triple teamed, and it was a lot of weight on her shoulders, to beat 1, 2, and 3 defenders. So it's nice to have depth now, and some other players that have played other positions will find themselves up top as well and be able to hopefully score some goals for us.
Let's talk a little schedule. A little bit different this year, more road games. First 4, I believe, are on the road, and then you come home. Talk a little bit about the challenges or advantages there.
Yeah, it kind of flip flops year to year of how much you travel, but we love being on the road because our team really gets to gel together and kind of we do a lot of team bonding. We dress up for away games. We have a costume box, so it kind of becomes like our time to gel. So we love getting on the road and just being able to spend time together.
What do these costumes entail, and do I need to bring one?
Yes, you'll have to wear one in order to get on the bus.
Okay, understood. Gabe, anything you want to add? What's your favorite color?
Red.
You like red? Do you like to paint and draw? I saw you painting and drawing today.
And Gabe is our number one fan. He's always on the sideline and walking out with the players.
Does Gabe get a costume?
You gonna wear a costume?
Have you been trick-or-treating before, Gabe? What kind of costumes did you wear then?
Before I were a giraffe.
You're a giraffe. He was a giraffe.
Elephant, then giraffe.
Elephant and then giraffe.
Awesome.
I like it. I like it. I've got my inspiration now for costume ideas. Okay, folks, those of you watching in halftime will have second half action coming up, and those of you watching on YouTube, be sure to check out more videos. Welcome back, everybody. If you're watching Welcome back, everybody, to Huntingdon College in Montgomery, Alabama. Still a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. I have to do something now. Buddy of mine, and I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of mentioning him by name, and I made a little wager over the summer, over the World Cup. Maybe you watched it. And I was certain that my Azzurri, the Italian side, would be able to get out of the group stage. So I bet my friend some money. Now, he didn't want money. What he wanted from me is if Italy didn't make it out of the group stage, he wanted me to call myself something embarrassing during a live broadcast. So that's what I'm going to do, because thanks to Mario Balotelli and those nitwits in Italy, for the second half of this game, my friend has decided that my official name is Skittles McFartpants. I have to refer to myself as that according to the terms of our bet at least 3 times during the second half of this game. And I want that person out there to know, and I know you're watching this, that I will get even with you, and I don't know when, and I don't know how, especially if I get fired because of this. It's all in good fun, folks. So welcome back to Montgomery, Alabama. Skittles McFartpants, happy to be here with you for the second half of this game. It's been a good game, too, 0-0. 4 shots in the first half for the Red Hawks and 2 for Warren Wilson. 1 from Canizio and 1 from Maureen Grubb, who just before the half missed just wide left. So we're just about set to go as the teams will switch sides here. Start of the second half, final 45 in this contest, an opening game for both of these teams. Canizio and Oriens is going to start here in the second half. She wasn't listed as a starter, as both of them get down at center circle. I have lost control of this broadcast. Canizio gets it, and we're underway. Ackerman playing it down. Grubb, now Canizio at center circle. Romeo, good ball. Oriens, is she onside? Grange gave it a run as well, or excuse me, that's Camara over on the near side. Folks, again, we have that window thing that's kind of blocking our view there, but we'll give you the radio version of the play-by-play when that happens. Overall, though, Sanford Stadium is absolutely a gorgeous place. The Red Hawks, their fans should be very proud of it. Their football team plays their home games here. This is the first night game for the ladies soccer team. Talking with head coach Robert Milner before the game. He was ready to go. He's not happy about the pink lines, though. I think they look fine, coach. He wanted red, or actually I think he wanted a different color. It's all kinds of early season things that you don't always know. Everybody, this is one of the there's a beer company that just came out with a 99 pack. So you can get a 6-pack, you can get a 12-pack, you can get a 24-pack. Now you can get a 99 pack. And I think that was made and released at this time specifically for people who work in college athletics, because this is a long week trying to get everything up and going. Trying to keep it in on the line, but unsuccessful. It was bulky. So it'll be a throw for Warren Wilson now. 47th minute, couple of minutes in here into the second half. Glad you could be with us. Wherever you're watching from today, we do appreciate it. Again, active on the attack. Omelda fires it. Wrong side of the post, though. Boy, Abby Omelda from Deltona, Florida, just a freshman, trying to make her mark on the program here in this first match, and almost had one there. So a goal kick now for Claire Williams. And that's headed up by Rayleigh. And one back by the Hawks. Ball by Everett. Cleared. Rayleigh. Now it's center circle, has to play it back. Canizio applying some pressure there. That's a Reed. Fisher's there. Fisher now Grubb. Grange. Canizio. With it. One defender for the Redhawks, trying to do all the work. Canizio looking to make something happen. Turns up the Jets. Bianca just outside the box now, and finally the defenders are able to clear. Bianca going strong as she always does. And it's a throw for the Owls now, 49th minute. Canizio tried to play it through the legs of the defender. Stays with it. Canizio into the box. And the defender will hold her off. And it goes for a goal, or it's a corner, excuse me. So corner kick for the Owls. It's their first corner, believe it or not, of the night. So Romeo will take the corner over on the far side of your screen. 50th minute. It's a knuckler and it's cleared out. Critcher. And that'll go out of play. So throw up coming. Canizio, her numbers so far over the last couple of years. 12 goals last year, 1 assist, 25 total points, 76 shots, 47 of them were on goal. Overall, she has 23 goals and 5 assists in her now 2+ years. The junior from Murphy, North Carolina. I believe she grew up in Florida, though. I'll have to check on that. At least spent some time there. There's a good ball, and space now for Omelda. Defense able to close, though, and I thought they were going to play the advantage, but they stop, and it'll be a free kick on the foul. So Romeo will take the free kick. Canizio is a little too far off her foot. That'll be cleared. Opportunity now for the Redhawks. Taplin leaving it over on the far side. Bolden. Bolden a low cross. Reed top of the box. Ackerman, good defense by Georgia. That's played into the box, but on 2 hops, Williams will take it. Hi to Sarah Blandon. I saw her, checked at halftime. She was watching. Sarah, we miss you. I didn't know this. I did a lot of digging into the Owls soccer past. I know Sarah played basketball last year, and I don't know if she played all 4 years or not. Sarah Blandon also played soccer at Warren Wilson. So hi to her and everybody else who's watching on this Labor Day weekend. Once again, if you're just joining us, as the Owls are forcing the action here in the second half. 52nd minute, 38-30 left to play. Heenahan deflected. Fisher. And that's going to be headed out of play by the Redhawks. So Camara will throw it in. Ball deflected around. Canizio wins it. Canizio trying to go around multiple defenders as always, and it's cleared. Weaver with a run. Weaver battling over on the far side. Wins a throw if nothing else. Take it quick. Oriens bumped by the defender. Grange, though, keeping it alive for the Owls on the far side, and it'll be another throw for Warren Wilson. Oriens now. Low ball, and that's going to be cleared. Ackerman keeping possession, though, for the Owls. Owls have had the more active players here in this second half, except for Omelda, who's over on the far side and wins a free kick for her side on a foul. So free kick upcoming, but it's interesting. We talked about the humidity and would it affect the Owls players? Not so much. You haven't seen a lot of players really putting their hands on their knees or bending over or really complaining at all. Omelda runs out of room there. Good defense again. That back line for the Owls, holding strong. Owls with an opportunity here. There's Fisher with the ball. Orion's trying to run it down, and that's going to be played back by Pittman. Back to the keeper. The keeper, Houseman, though, a low ball. Orion's kept up the pressure, and now she's called for a foul. Kendra Orions is a fascinating story, and we talked to her during the preseason. At some point during the year, you'll hear from her at halftime of one of our broadcasts. Orions, as I mentioned, played in 2012. Didn't play last year. She had a baby to worry about.
Here we go.
There's a ball that is played by Bolke, but cleared out by Romeo. And that goes into the stands. Stick around. If the Owls win, we're going to head down to the pitch and talk to a player of my own choosing. I still have to say that ridiculous name one more time. Don't let me forget about that. I'm a man of my word. If you're just joining us, you'll find out what that means later. Throw upcoming for the Redhawks now. 55th minute. 35:09 remaining. When is college soccer going to answer my emails about that stupid clock that they use? Fisher plays it. Canizio trying to run it down. Canizio, she gets to it, flips it up and into the back of the net. Bianca Canizio with her first of the year, and it's Warren Wilson 1-0 over the Redhawks here in the 56th minute. Canizio in her first game of the season. She's shown signs and flashes of doing things in the first half and able to capitalize here in the second as the Owls have been the more active side. And Canizio with her first of the year and her 24th as a member of the Warren Wilson Owls, who now lead it 1-0. So how do the Redhawks respond? This is a big game for Huntingdon. It's their first night game. They've got a pretty good crowd on hand. Hoping for big things with 12 new players, 11 of those freshmen. Right now it's the Owls, and Canizio almost ripped it away again. Reed. Over on the near side, it's Bolke. Fisher trying to win it back. Fisher with a bump. No call, and Fisher will clear. Bolke stays down, and I believe Marley just cleared it so that they can take a look at the injured player. While they do that, let's take care of some business here and remind you that you can get schedules, stats, and more available at WarrenWilsonOwls.com. So check out the website. You can also watch games. Our next game on the Owl Sports Network is coming up on Sunday. The women will take on Oglethorpe at 1 p.m. Our coverage will start about 12:55. Now, the men's home opener on Saturday, tomorrow, will also be broadcast without audio or graphics or anything. We're just going to stream it for you because I won't be there. And then we'll also have the men's game on Monday against South Carolina Lancaster. So 4 days and 4 games. This is without a doubt the busiest that we will be during soccer season, I believe. We'll have some double headers coming up as well. You can check out the broadcast schedule again on WarrenWilsonOwls.com. So the injured player is up, and we also want to remind you that you can be friends with Warren Wilson on Facebook. Just search Warren Wilson Owls on Facebook, and if you want to, if you have a Gmail account, it's especially helpful. YouTube is where we're streaming all of our games this year. It's also where you're going to see a lot of our content in terms of interviews that I alluded to earlier in the game. And it's all going to be in one place on our YouTube channel, so you can subscribe to it, and you can get alerts, actually, when the game's about to start. They can let you know. One of the cool things about moving from where we were last year to YouTube this year is, the cool thing is you can actually start the broadcast from the beginning no matter when you click on it. So if you want to start the game at the very start, and if you can't be there for the start, you just go to the channel and it will allow you to do that. Back to live action now, 57th minute. Owls leading it 1-0 on a Canizio goal. Canizio. High arcing ball. And that's one Omelda. Omelda's been all over the place. Omelda almost reminds me a little bit of Bianca, her activity. A striker, but the ability from the midfielder position to have those capabilities as well. She's been really running around all over the place. So over on the far side, battling for possession, these two teams locked at 0-0 at the half. Canizio a few moments ago putting the Owls up 1-0. Can the Red Hawks answer? They definitely, and maybe it's not fair for me to say because I didn't see them at all last year, but scoring only 10 goals last year, they definitely look more active on the attack than that. Can they get one in the back of the net here, though? And what will the Owls do? The Owls have had all the momentum here in the second half. Even after the goal, they've been able to win possession back. Here's a free kick now by Romeo. Oriens, nice header. Canizio trying it again. A swarm of red bees around Bianca Canizio. It plays it back. And it's won now by Omelda. I say, let's keep the keepers out there and let's let Omelda and Canizio battle. Here's Grange, flips it up, but right at the keeper, Houseman, who makes the save. I'd like to see Omelda and Canizio in a one-on-one. Romeo deflected off of a Red Hawk, so the Owls will get the throw over on the far side. 59th minute. Actually make it the 60th minute. 30 minutes, 54 seconds left to go here in the contest. Owls looking to go 1-0 on the season. They did it last year. Remember, they opened the season at home against William Peace and won that game. This year, the Owls will go to William Peace. They will also take on NC Wesleyan, North Carolina Wesleyan. And that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So the Owls start here tonight against the Red Hawks, then go to Atlanta to take on Oglethorpe on Sunday. And it's supposed to be another scorcher in Hotlanta, so that's going to be an afternoon game, and that's going to be difficult for everybody involved. And folks, I can tell you that from what I know, we're going to all be outdoors, and that means my equipment might burst into flames and not work. So there's a chance for technical difficulties during that broadcast. Oriens, again, the defense. That was Naker for the Red Hawks. Redhawks are having trouble, though, winning possession back. Overall, it's been pretty good defense on both sides. The backs for both sides have played well. Canizio just wanted it more on that goal in the 56th minute. Grange. And you notice the passing might be a little different from the first half to the second half. We were told that we were instructed to get the ball in the air more. If you remember, if you think back, if you were around for the first half, a lot of low passes, a lot of low balls. You see almost the exact opposite here in this half. The ball's flicked into the box, but no trouble there for Houseman. So the Owls have made the halftime adjustments, and it's paying off here in the 62nd minute with them leading at 1-0. Huntingdon outshot Warren Wilson 4-2 in the first half. It's been all Warren Wilson here in the second. Canizio directing traffic. Weaver trying to run it down. Oh, that'll be a foul. That's Camara, excuse me. I thought it was Weaver. That's Camara. And that's going to be, is it going to be a yellow? No. Referee just comes over and has a few words. I love that, by the way. There's no need for cards unless it's absolutely necessary. And everybody should get a chance. Camara got her chance. If she does it again, she'll get booked. And that free kick goes right out of play. We're going to get a sub. He's going to come on for Warren Wilson, get some fresh legs out there. I got to say, the ladies have really handled things on both sides very well out in that humidity. Again, it's at night, but like I said, at the start of the game, the dew point was 73. So that gives you a little taste of what it's like out there. Maureen Grubb, I believe, has come up. That is Erica Oliver, my apologies. So Oliver returning. She started the match. Erica Oliver, the junior from Westford, Massachusetts. Throw, Romeo, gonna play it down the pitch, looking for Orions, but the defender there, Richard. And we have a foul, I believe. That's going to lead to a free kick now for Huntingdon. Huntingdon last year averaged just under 6 shots per game. That's all they were able to get up. The Owls just under 12. So free kick now for the Redhawks. Taken by Everett. Headed by Critcher. Ackerman. Ball deflected. Here's Omelda. Omelda with the shot blocked by Williams. Still trouble though. And it's the Owls defense who recovers. I think that was Camara who cleared it back. So it'll be a corner kick. And an opportunity now for the Redhawks on the set piece to try to tie it up here. 64th minute. 26:05 remaining in the contest. And over on the near side of your screen, it'll be Omelda who will take the corner kick. This is corner kick number 2. Omelda, it's a low corner. And an opportunity there for Everett, but not the wrong side of the foot, and it was deflected by the Owls. So another corner. So after playing 65 minutes of the match with 2 corners, we now back-to-back corners in the last 30 seconds or so, and again, Omelda gets ready to set up shop. Not a lot of players in the box. Now the Hawks come running into the box. It's corner's taken back though. Pritchard. Gives it back to Omelda. Omelda with the cross, but it's not going to do anything. So it goes out of play for a goal kick. Problem averted there for Warren Wilson. If you're just joining us, they lead at 1-0. Skittles McFart Pants, glad to be with you here tonight. That's the third time I've said it all. Now my bet has been repaid. Goal kick upcoming. Williams. Fisher. Again, another high ball. And it's a foot race over on the near side. Another sub has come on for Warren Wilson. For the Owls, it's Rachel Kerr. So Kerr making her first appearance. Tried to make a play on the ball. Instead it was cleared out, so Camara will throw it in over near us. Kerr. And they say it went over the line. So a throw upcoming now for Huntingdon. Last year for the Redhawks was their first in the USA South. Prior to that, they played in the Great South Athletic Conference. It's also a D3 conference. The ball goes all the way back now. Romeo will play it back to Williams, the keeper. And nothing doing there on the attack for Huntingdon. So a throw up coming for Warren Wilson. The Owls playing in the USCAA. USCAA D2 and NCAA D3 are pretty similar. Usually the NCAA programs have a little nicer facilities, but the recruits are almost the same. If you're wondering what kind of competition you're looking at out there, there's a reason why it's 1-0. There's a reason why it's a tight contest. I've had conversations with other people who work in college athletics. D3 and USCAA D2 basically means these programs don't offer scholarships. Canizio trying to make a turn on it. Got bumped. Again, they're letting him play. And now the Hawks. That's going to be Heenahan. Heenahan keeps it in play. And they say play on. Heenahan appealing for a call, but it's been consistent. They've let him play, so the Owls are going to have to respond with aggression as well. Over on the far side, that ball into the box. Going 100 miles an hour. I believe that was Omelda just trying to make something out of nothing there. 69th minute. So anyways, the conversation that I've had, it's a debate that I've kind of changed, I've flip-flopped on a little bit. When you think about D3 or you think about any schools that are really non-scholarship, you think, well, the scholarship schools will get the better players. That was always my theory, that a D2 would always be at a D3, but that's not necessarily the case. I mean, you could see some of the players out there right now. You're going to tell me Bianca Canizio couldn't get a scholarship somewhere? Of course she could. Same thing for Abby Omelda for the Redhawks. Just because you can get a scholarship doesn't mean you go to that school. It's not always about money. It's about where you want to be. It's about the coaches. It's about the facilities that we talked about. If you're Huntingdon, why wouldn't you want to play in a stadium like this? So it's not always about money. I used to think it was. I was proven wrong several times on that. I've changed my tune. I've found my ways. I've repented, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, to go back to the original point, don't think because Warren Wilson is a USCAA school that the competition is any different because they're playing an NCAA D3 school. They're roughly even, and you can see that. 70th minute now. We have a couple of subs coming in for Huntingdon. It is nearly impossible to see their numbers. It looks like Bolke has returned, and we will try to tell you who else as soon as we can. I think it was Taplin. 71st minute now. Redhawks trying to keep possession over on the far side. Unable to do so, though. Owls get a throw here. Oh, no, they change it. I thought that was the right call. The Owls trying to get away with something. Those sneaky, sneaky Owls. That was close to a handball there. There's a shot from distance, and why not from Critcher? Trying to make something happen for her team. It goes wide left for a goal kick, but not a bad idea under the circumstances. The Owls' defense has been fantastic here tonight. Claire Williams, the keeper, remember, in 2009, the last time she played at Warren Wilson, and I believe 5 clean sheets to her credit. And you can see she's played well. I believe the Red Hawks, under any other circumstances, might have a goal or two right now if it weren't for the hands of Claire Williams. The foul was called there on Warren Wilson, so it'll be a free kick now for the Red Hawks. 18:37 left to go, 73rd minute. And again, the Owls defense can't clear that time though. Ball played in. Critcher again trying to make something out of nothing. No trouble though for Williams there. Canizio needed a minute to gather herself. That gave the defense Critcher time. Canizio able to play it though over to Grubb. Oh, nice defense on the far side, but got a piece of Omelda, and Omelda is shaken up. Over on the far side, it was Weaver with a nice defensive play, the sliding play. Omelda is still down though. And the ball is played out, so they will tend to her. So we've been through this a couple of times, but if you're just joining us, men's soccer game tomorrow will be broadcast without audio or graphics and all that stuff. We're going to stream it to you. Our next official Owl Sports Network broadcast will be Sunday in Atlanta. Oglethorpe is the host, the Stormy Petrels. We'll explain what that nickname means on Sunday as well. So, you'll learn something too. Players still down. Folks, we're going to step aside for just a minute, and we will come back. Back to live action. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Back to my original name. My bet has been repaid, and I'll never do it again. Ball into the box. It's played back to the keeper. Houseman's got a clear. She does. Got it over to the far side for Everett. Everett plays it down the pitch. And that might have been a handball. So free kick upcoming. Nearing the 84th minute, 17:03 left to go. Can the Red Hawks answer here with a late goal? Bolke shot. I'm not sure if she was trying to cross it or get a shot, but either way it didn't work. This is the first meeting between these two teams. Warren Wilson making that long trip today. Not showing any signs of being tired, though. As they've been the dominant side here in the second half. Kerr with the ball, Canizio. Canizio looking to put the icing on the cake. Runs out of room, but Grubb keeps it alive. Grubb looking for Camara. Grubb. Boy, how about her activity since coming in? Over on the far side, Weaver tried to play it in. It was low and won back by the Red Hawks. Red Hawks trying to counter now. Clark. Good ball. Here's Bolke. And coming from behind, nice defense by Oliver, but it goes behind for a corner kick in the 75th minute. Corner opportunity now for the Red Hawks. And just like the last couple, the Red Hawks don't really line up in the box. They come running in on the corner. Well, I thought Bolke was going to take the corner. She's giving way now to Everett. So Everett will take the corner. Everett, ball in. Volley attempt, but it goes high and out of play. Good effort. I believe that's Clark on the effort, but just a little bit high over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. So if the Owls are able to hang on here over the final 14:52, stick around for the post game. I'm going to get down to the pitch as soon as I can, and we're going to talk with Claire Williams, the keeper, provided she keeps it at this same score. So that's coming up, Owls post game, if the Owls are able to hang on. Anna Butcher's come on for Warren Wilson. You see her over on the far side of the screen. Canizio now. Canizio. She is something else. So good around two players. Now a beautiful ball for Kerr in the box. Kerr gets no call again. They're letting him play again, and it's cleared out. They say she got the ball, which I believe she did, so it was a good no call, but it is chippy between these two teams. Here's Kerr. Grange back to Kerr. I know they have it in the blind spot of your screen. There's Fisher with a cross. Canizio. Canizio. The defender fell down. She's not getting up. Canizio fires it into the box. Houseman will make the play. Not sure what happened over on the far side, but the defender fell down. I don't know if she slid. We have another injury timeout. We'll step away. Welcome back, everybody. Off of the injury, the Redhawks looking to break, but it goes all the way to the keeper, Williams. And a Butcher now. Outside of center circle. Is it back? It's won again by the Redhawks. Opportunity again. It's Bolden and Oliver battling. Oliver clears. Another throw for the Redhawks. So the Redhawks are starting to turn it up here. 78th minute. 12:04 left to go. Rachel Kerr is going to come out, and it looks like Kendra Oriens is going to come in. So Oriens back out there. Owls trying to hang on. Redhawks looking to go forward. That ball's headed. Rayleigh tried to make something happen, but again, the defense holds for the Owls. Oriens now, fresh legs. What can she do? Looking for Canizio, and just missed. And a bad effort, though, from Kendra. That ball goes long, and it'll sail out of play. Oliver watches it go. Owls will get a throw. 79th minute, 11:07 left to go. Fisher now Oliver. For the Redhawks, Rayleigh. Bolden. Clark too high. Looking for Bolke on the near side. Here's a throw up coming for Oliver. Quickly won back by the Redhawks. So the Redhawks are turning it up more now. Taplin looking over on the far side. Zubrick. Zubrick and Hannah Butcher battling. Zubrick keeps it in play, but nobody's home. It's cleared. Fisher now with the header. 80th minute, 10:09 left to go. Owls clinging to a 1-0 lead. Grange with a header. Canizio running up. Naker
Check your ankle.
able to keep it. Long ball down the far side of your screen. Nobody there, though. Romeo able to clear. So the Owls have started to drop back, and the Redhawks trying to go forward. Butcher. And that's going to go out of play. Good effort, though, by the Hawks. Just goes out of play. So Hannah Butcher with the throw now. 82nd minute, 9:25 left to go. The Owls hang on. Again, we'll talk with Claire Williams. That ball into the box, but it's cleared by the defender. Owls trying to tack on another one and really put the exclamation point on it. Ackerman plays it into the box. Hausman will come up as Orions showed signs of life there. Ackerman, and she'll clear. So another throw up coming. 8:50 left to go in the ball game. Glad you could be with us wherever you're watching from. Chris Sheeman, happy to be with you. The season opener for the ladies. Going to go 1-0, just like they did last year. There's a ball into the box. Williams will let it go for a goal kick, though, which I'm assuming she will be in no hurry to take with 8:15 remaining. I got to say a special thanks while we have a chance to, I'm going to embarrass her a little bit, to Manisha. Freshman at Warren Wilson. She was expected to come in and make an impact on the team. Instead, she's up here with me. Speaking of losing bets, Manisha had an injury, so she won't be able to give it a go this year, but she's the one who's doing the camera work that you see. And a big thank you to her from Olympia, Washington, the home of Bikini Kill, with all kinds of cool female grunge and punk rock bands back in the 90s. That is that's one part of the country that I haven't been to yet that I desperately want to go to. I need somebody to hire me, though. I can't afford to travel myself, so I travel for work instead. Redhawks now over on the far side. 7:16 left to go as we near the 85th minute. It's cleared out. The Owls content to drop back, play good defense, and get out of here with a victory. So a throw on the far side. Huntingdon. That's headed up Taplin. Is that Fisher? Fisher in a battle. And she'll clear. Canizio. Two defenders back. Canizio and Orions. Now there's three defenders back, and a foul is going to be called. And they're going to call it on Bianca, much to the delight of the crowd. Bianca's a stingy player, and that can draw you some jeers from the road teams. Home faithful. Unfortunately, though, the Redhawks, a miscue there as it goes out of play, so the Owls will throw. 6:07 left to go. The Owls, a 5-win season last year. That's played out by Romeo, so Huntingdon will get a throw. Looking to go 1-0 on the 2014 campaign. Butcher goes off of her. Whatever runs the clock right now for Warren Wilson. Butcher, again, it's over the line. So again, another throw. So they keep inching their way with the throws. Do the Redhawks. Raley. It's headed back by Taplin, but nobody's there. Cleared again. 86th minute. Deflected off of Oriens. Quick throw now for the Redhawks, Clark. Anna Butcher again is there. Headed by Ackerman. Defense was such a problem last year for Warren Wilson. What an excellent defensive game this has been. You can really see that they have made significant improvements. That back line at times last year was wide open. They have clamped down here against the Redhawks. Of course, the Redhawks came in having offensive struggles last year, but this is definitely a better team that the Owls are facing here tonight. So another throw up coming for the Owls. 4:22 remaining in the contest. Canizio over on the far side of your screen with the long run. Draws contact with the defender and it goes out of play. Is it a corner? Well, they're lining it up like it is, so a corner kick up coming for Warren Wilson here. Low corner, and that's cleared out. 3:35 remaining. And that throw will go out of play for a goal kick. So the goal kick up coming from the freshman Brittany Hausman. Actually, correct that. One of the defenders is going to take it for Huntingdon. Ackerman able to clear. Camara over on the far side trying to provide some disruption. Taplin now. Leaves it over on the far side. It stays in play. Ackerman again, and she'll just flick it out of play. I think it was Clark over on the far side. And Fisher deflects it out. 2:27 to go. These last 5 or 6 minutes have seemed like an eternity if you're a Warren Wilson fan. Owls again trying to be sneaky again, but the Redhawks do get the throw here. Taplin with two defenders around her, and it's one Oriens. Oriens now, it's a 3-on-3. Oriens. Ball was deflected. She tried to get it over to the far side for Grubb. And instead, it's cleared back down. 1:50 left to go. Over on the far side of your screen. Redhawks trying to keep hope alive over there. Win another throw. Clark will take it. Correction, Clark was getting some instruction from head coach Robert Milner. Ball's headed up. Fisher. Canizio now. Canizio. And two defenders, one comes to help. 1:09 left to go. And it's looking more and more likely like the Owls are going to get their first win of the season. Canizio's going to come out. Rachel Kerr's going to come back in. So the final minute. Now 1:03 remaining.
1 minute. 1 minute
So
remaining.
90th minute now. 57 seconds left to go, and the Owls are going to play with it in the corner. Why not? As much as you can do it. Try to run some clock. They keep winning throws. I think that's Camara over there. Grubb now. And again, it's played out. 34 seconds left to go. This is about as beautiful as you want it here if you're the winning team. To be able to get throws in the corner like this on the opposite end of the pitch. And another one upcoming. 20 seconds left to go. So Warren Wilson, who won their home opener last year, on the road this year looking to go 1-0 in their season opener. With 8 seconds left to go, it's looking like that will be the case. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the game comes to an end. The heat and humidity don't bother the folks from the mountains one bit, as Warren Wilson gets a 1-0 victory here tonight over Huntingdon College. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with Owls postgame. We're going to talk with keeper Claire Williams when we come back, so don't go anywhere.
Fans, also as a reminder, we ask you please place your trash in the proper containers. Huntingdon College thanks you for your cooperation, and we thank you for your support of Huntingdon Soccer.